meeting Dave. He's a kayak instructor. I'm not meeting him to get instruction. I'm just meeting him because he kayaks and I'm kayaking. And so we're going on the river. This isn't the river. This is the way to get there. Isn't it pretty? I like these big rocks. Oh, I have a new song for you. My daughter taught me this song. In Canada, there's... I might not sing it right. I don't even know the tune. Rocks and trees and rocks and... No. We have rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and water. Canada. Oh, Canada. Somebody will tell me the right tune. We have rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and water. Because there it is. We have trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and water. And if you don't see any water, just drive another mile and there'll be a pond or lake. If you look at a map of Eastern Ontario, you'll see, or if you fly overhead on the way to Ottawa, amazing. It's all ponds and streams. Because in Canada, we have rocks and trees and trees and rocks and... No. We have rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and water. Oh, look! Water is coming up. I shall show you the water because you can see that we have trees and rocks. See, there's some rocks over there. And water. Remember when I kayaked in this? That was really fun. I didn't go that way, but I went this way. I went up that little pathway there. That was fun. I didn't have this little car yet. I took my husband's car because I only could use the car when I had, like, every other day he works at home. So when he was working at home, off I went kayaking. And it was almost sunset. But I went anyway. Look, we have rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks. No, wait, that's not right. We have trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and trees and water in Canada. Let's see. Have we got water down there? Let's see. Look down in the valley. Down in the valley. Nope. There wasn't any water in the valley. But I'll sing the next verse. You know what the words are, do you? You can sing along. We've got, and you can sing loudly because it doesn't matter if you sing badly because nobody will listen. I sing badly. And what difference does it make? Who's going to care? I don't know if any of you don't like it. You can always push the off button. Oh, we've got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and water. We've got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks. No, we've got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and rocks and water. You know, those poles have been lying in that field for, 12 years. Do you think that the guy wants them? Maybe he just replaced the old rail fence. Maybe I could ask for them and I could get them. And then I could build a little rail fence somewhere. Who knows where? Who cares where? I could just have fun building a fence. We've got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and water. We've That's what they're called. I'm going to take them home. I'm going to thatch a roof. I did thatch a roof with them before, but the wind blew them all the way. It broke my strings. I should have used wire. I used string. That was not smart. Here is another clump of them. I don't have a place to carry them anymore. You know what I did once? I was a school bus driver for about, a month. Maybe 2 months. So until I realized I had to drive in the winter. Ooh, that didn't work. Anyway, so I drove the school bus there and I opened the back door and I put all those pampas grasses in and then I took them home. I thought that was an awesome idea. It's probably not allowed. You know, if I follow all the rules, I don't know. I gotta start following all the rules. We've got trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and water. There's a little church. That's a real church. It's an Anglican church. See? Reverend Nancy McLeod. Look. We've got trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and water. Okay, I gotta put this camera down because I have to shift gears to go up the hill. Oh, look, he's already here. I can't believe it. He's so fast. I thought I was gonna beat him here. He must have gone to the place, figured out I wasn't here, and now he's parked to wait for me. Wow, he's fast. See, there he is over there. Okay, so we'll go this way. I'll follow him. Look, he puts his kayak on its side. That's pretty cool. And so we're gonna go to the place. So it's 57:20. So it took me 20 minutes to get here. So I need to allow 20 minutes plus time to get to the doctor. Or my doctor's appointment. Imagine putting up your kayak that way. Remember when we looked at this river? Oh look, I didn't even know there was a little bridge there on the other side. Good grief, I've driven over this, a million times. A million times at least. So here we come into the driveway of this house for sale, and look at this. Unbelievable. Absolutely, and we can go down there. Unbelievable. I didn't even know there was a road here. Okay, goodbye.